for your morning announcements. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Good morning, Varina High School. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Olivia. Today is Friday, October 26th. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing still for a moment of silence.
Today is the last day of College Awareness Week. Here's Mrs. Algo with more information.
Good morning, Blue Devils. We are all happy to see your support honoring Red Ribbon Week and College Awareness Week. We hope it has been beneficial for you all. Today during lunches, stop by the Counselor's Corner to pledge to live a drug-free life. And don't forget College and Career Night at Hermitage High School this upcoming Monday. As Mr. Oliver always says, you have to be dedicated to get educated.
Thank you, Mrs. Alga. There will be an FBLA meeting today in room 802. Officers will be elected today, so all members should attend. Please pick up a pass from Mrs. Schultz in room 802 before the end of 5th block.
Spectrum, Varina's LGBTQ student club, is meeting today in room 901 during ABC. Please see Mrs. Goldberg in school counseling for more information.
Wilder Middle School is looking for volunteers to work their fall festival tomorrow. If you want to have fun while earning some community service hours, stop by room 606 and talk to Ms. Johnson.
Hey boys and ghouls, today is the last day to order your boo a sweet and spooky boogram. Surprise your boo with a special bag of Halloween treats. They're only $1. Pick up an order form in room 808 or 801, but you better hurry. Boograms are proudly sponsored by DECA.
Attention seniors, if you had your portrait taken through an outside studio, your pictures are due to Mrs. Terry by November 5th. Pictures received after this date will not be in the yearbook.
Tutoring has started for the 11th grade writing SOL. If you need to retake this test, please see Ms. Furman in room 902 for a review packet and a list of tutoring opportunities.
If you would like to attend next Friday's football game versus Highland Springs, you can purchase tickets during lunch Monday through Wednesday. Tickets are $8. Don't wait to get your tickets. This game will sell out.
If you'd like to play lacrosse in the spring, you should come to the information meeting after school next Tuesday. The meeting is for both boys and girls. See Mr. Agee with any questions.
If you are interested in trying out for basketball this year, there will be a tryout meeting next Wednesday during ABC. The meeting will be in the presentation room in Building 9. See Coach Lacey for a pass.
Are you interested in joining a branch of the military? Then you need to take the ASVAB test on November 19th. The link to sign up is on your screen. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Oliver in school counseling or Master Chief Blair in room 1411.
To cap off Red Ribbon Week, Henrico County has an important message about drug awareness. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
We're in a society where we never want to feel pain, so the slightest amount of pain we run to the doctor for.
Long-term use lead to misuse and, of course, addiction eventually.
This past year, more people died due to opioid overdose than they did to gun violence or motor vehicle accidents. And so it has overtaken many of the common causes of death. And so we've got to really pay attention to these numbers. There's been a lot of work here in the county and regionally to develop strategies to address opioid usage.
The prediction that if we don't do anything drastic collectively as a society, that by 2025, we could have 100,000 people die from drug overdose in this country. Adam was my last child. He's a child that is so smart that I never thought he would have this kind of issue. But he had a shoulder injury that I think eventually, with that shoulder injury and the surgery that he had in the summer before I found out, is what tipped him to use possibly prescription medications, and from there on to go into heroin. I got the call on Saturday morning that he was found overdose and unresponsive. He was resuscitated, brought back. Unfortunately, he had enough brain ischemia that he was pronounced dead the following week on Wednesday. It could be you next, or it could be your child, it could be your niece, it could be your nephew. There's nobody protected from this disease. And as a result, everybody should put an effort. Not only doctors have to change the way they do things for the sake of the society, but parents have to change the way they do things. Teacher has to change the way they talk about drugs. Everybody has to change. The answer is very clear. The prescription medications are as harmful as the surgery itself. And the doctor has to be responsible and take the time to explain to the parents what this prescription is all about. What we know now that dental pain from extractions rarely lasts more than 3 days. Very minimal pain for the most part, majority of cases, more than 7 days. In my new protocol, I give prescription to patients with non-opioids as the primary and the first initial prescription, meaning that I give ibuprofen on a scheduled basis for kids who have their wisdom teeth or patients who had extraction of teeth, or for that matter, minor procedure.
Regulatory authorities, our incentivization has been in place to make sure that we are addressing pain in our patients. And if we weren't prescribing pain medication, we'd get dinged on our customer satisfaction surveys. And so there are large system issues that have come into play that have led to the practice of overprescribing pain medications. And now, a decade later, we're starting to see the fallout of that.
Every single time you fill a prescription, well, that pulls to essential database. Well, back when I was using, they didn't have it. So I would jump around to pharmacies, jump around to doctors, because they couldn't all connect the dots. And now it's way different.
A lot of our efforts statewide and nationally have been developing prescription monitoring programs, really educating physicians around the impact of overprescribing, and making sure that systems are flagging when too much of an opioid is prescribed.
My advice for parents is the least number of days the kid is taking opioid, the better. And if they don't have to take them at all, that's even better.